Through there?
Yes, that's a head. And that's an elbow, and down there's a heel, and then another head. And that is a man.
It's all the same person. They're no longer.
No, JJ went through the wall and broke the stud and
That's impressive.
didn't go to the hospital.
That's impressive.
All the way through the wall.
And broke the stud, yes.
I mean, the wall is one thing, but the stud, that's another thing.
Right.
He must have hit it at just the right angle.
That's great.
You weren't paying any attention to my dad jokes while you were going.
I was like kind of
You're slightly.
slightly in the zone. So.
Yeah. Hey, how are you? Zone out. I was just talking about how you gain speed.
And precision.
I thought that was funny. Everyone else is saying.
And I was like, did you get up? I thought I laughed. But you said I was like stone cold, so I was
I
like,
accidentally beat him.
apparently,
Yeah, and
You laughed.
it was like
I laughed on the inside. Because I heard, it's like, ha.
all over the mat.
But it never came out.
Yeah, I didn't, and it doesn't. You don't have to do it for hard. You just have to do it in the right spot. It was just boom.
Speed's
Right.
Right.
And then somebody else started bleeding that night.
Leopards are
Somebody else.
pretty precise.
Yeah,
It's like,
that happened to me too.
Get that mouse.
On my knees.
Yeah, I was about to
beat. Yeah.
think that you're bad.
I started have like close.
Yeah, I'll get another.
oh yeah.
Y'all mind if I take 5 minutes and we discuss something real quick before?
That's what it
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir Jim.
It's, oh, well, hey, it's our gym.
Okay.
Our
It's our gym.
Our gym.
All right, Jay. Sorry.
That's my Mendenhall coming out. So, I want to get y'all's feedback on this, but I've been sitting on this for a long time. I think we as a gym overcorrected a bit on belts. So if y'all, many of you probably have no idea, you have like no context for this. So we used to all be or those of us who are OGs used to be at another gym. We came and started our own gym for various reasons that don't matter. That I'm happy to talk about sometime. It's not like a secret, but there's no need to bring up old stuff. And two things. One, we had all already, most of us had come to realize that the belt system, like in some sense, is really subjective, and in some sense doesn't matter in jiu-jitsu, right? I feel like a lot of modern like martial arts, like the big ones in MMA, you got we're the only one that actually has a belt system, right? And I'm not gonna lie, like part of that is heavily tied to finances and profitability of a gym. All right. Y'all should know by now I am not in this for the money. All right. You can see our bank statements on the Instagram and YouTube. All right. Like I'm not in this for the money. And I don't want to reintroduce belts because of money. And I want to make that clear too. But we axed the belts because we figured the mats don't lie and you're really just competing against yourself. And that's the ethos that we've like the culture that we've built the past couple of years. What's up, dude? That's the culture we've been building since like 2022 or 2021. I don't know. I don't remember when we axed them. It's been a while. In hindsight, there's a couple of things. There's a couple of good parts of the belt system that I think, and I'm presenting this to you for your feedback. One, it lets you keep a pulse on your improvement, especially when you're like early on. If you are like me and like most people, you're like, there's no way I'm ever gonna be good at this, right? Like, I'm lost and I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm just getting smashed all the time. And it's kind of like also when you first start working out, you might not see those differences, day to day or even week to week or even month to month. But then you look back like years later and you're like, I have really transformed, right? Chad, I know you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Chad lost a ton of weight, right?
Yeah.
So, but you don't see those things day to day. You don't see those little improvements. I might see it as your coach. Your training partner is going to see it, but you are always going to be your worst critic. So having something to kind of gauge where you're at and also help you understand. This is subjective to a little bit, to some degree, but to help you understand kind of where you are in your understanding of jiu-jitsu, like at an objective sense, right? There's the subjective too, where like I'm never going to be a world-class jiu-jitsu competitor, period. Like I do not have the natural God-given ability that some of those guys have, or the 7 days a week to train 3 times a day. All right. However, it's like, and this is where I still actually want to reintroduce belts and still say they really don't matter. Like I want you to still have that mentality. If we do this, I want you to still have the mentality that like it's really for you and it's a marker to see how much potential you have, your own potential you've realized. Like you're just against yourself, right? It's not for you to compare yourself to others, and that's because it's so like the reason that we back them in the first place is because lots of gyms sandbag. They wanna keep you at a white belt or a blue belt. There's like 2-3 year white belts that absolutely should be blue belts. They're competing at the white belt level just so the gym can make themselves look good and rack up medals in competition and all that kind of stuff. Again, goes back to money. Okay, it has, which I'm not gonna do. We're just gonna take the extra L's. I don't care. Like I'm not gonna hold people back for the sake of money. And also it's subjective in that at the highest level over the past 5 years, we started seeing, guys have been training 6 to 12 months come in and smash black belts that have been training their whole life. Okay. Because the sport has evolved and changed drastically. And if you have no context for this, that's cool. And also I'm about to go over 5 minutes, so I'm sorry. I'm almost done. I'm gonna wrap this up. There's a lot of reasons we asked them, and it honestly has been a net positive. There's less we have a less potential of becoming a cult. Lots of jiu-jitsu gyms for some reason tend to take on a culty vibe, and it's weird. All right. And you also have come in here from day one, almost all of you, I think, because actually, yeah, all of you. No one's been here since when we had belts, right? Yeah, no one. Mm-hmm. So you've all come in and trained, some of you almost 2 years, right? Almost 2 years, right? Mm-hmm. Knowing I have nothing to give you, like in that sense, right? I can just give you what I know, which is some days I feel like barely more than you know, okay? But I have nothing else to give you. And so, in my opinion, that makes people act a lot more themselves. They don't have to try to be a certain way. If you have never experienced this, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. But if you've been at a gym, there's a lot of sucking up to coach, and there's playing favorites, and there's all kinds of weird stuff that goes on in that kind of environment. Anyway, all that said, lots of positives that we've experienced by not having a belt system. However, I want to at least get the feedback from y'all to where if you want belts as the opportunity to be purely it's purely merit based, a way to track your own potential and your own journey through learning jiu-jitsu and mastering it, we can totally reintroduce them. My only rules are they really still don't matter, and I like that ethos, and I still want to kind of preach that as the default, because I don't want you tying your identity to a little piece of fabric that we don't even wear because we're no gi. Okay, we don't even wear the belt, right? So it's a lot more symbolic, and your identity is absolutely, you are way more than a belt around your waist. Secondly, it's merit based and merit only. Okay, so if you aren't ready for it, I'm not going to give it to you. And if you are, I'm not going to hold you back. Also, if we did this, I'm going to give you very, very clear guidelines on what's expected at each belt level. Like what kind of things should you know and be able to articulate and do in a live role. Okay. And lastly, I want to keep our fun vibe. I don't want to be a cult. I don't want people acting different around me. That's going to make me not want to do this. please keep calling me head retard in charge. That's what's going to stay in my Instagram bio. Or it's RIC, so that I have a little bit of plausible deniability, just in case, right? Just in case someone doesn't like what I said. It's like it might mean something else. You never know. I mean, but you guys know what it means. Anyway, I present that to you for some thought and some consideration. And y'all just let me know. Like the decision's not final. I want to hear back from y'all. Y'all can talk to me after class. You can text me, call me, whatever. But that's where my head is at with this. There's also some competitions that if y'all are wanting to compete, you simply can't do it if you don't have a belt ring.
Even no gi.
There's some that you can, like all the siege stuff and stuff like that stuff we're gonna do. We don't care. No one's gonna care about belts, but you can go or just go pick whatever level you want to compete at. But technically, like IBJJF, they're the strictest. But also even like AGF here in Jackson, technically, you can only compete at like your belt level, which means you would all just always be competing against white belts, which is gonna over time make us look real bad because it's gonna look like I'm sandbagging all of you and I'm not. We just don't have belts. So practically, it also just gives you a way to compete everywhere. And if you go cross train at other gyms, gives you some kind of estimation of maybe who you should roll with, who are more of your peers in terms of technique. Although again, remember that's highly subjective because I have been absolutely destroyed by a blue belt when I would have considered him at the time to be a peer. I was like, nah. I'm not a peer. Very competitive blue belt out in California. So I went to Arkansas and called a black belt several times. So highly subjective. And that's all I got. I just wanted to put that before you and call me, text me, talk to me after class. Cool. Any immediate questions? All right, let's get into it. I've talked enough. Yeah, bro? Yeah. All right, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're gonna get into flow 8, I believe, tonight. So if you've been following along with flows, that is failed knee cut pass to arm and guillotine, and then the arm and guillotine escape. All right. So, all right. Everyone, is anyone not? I know it's your first day, so. Also, we don't normally open up with a 10-minute monologue, so welcome. This is Hannah. If everyone else though knows roughly our 10 flows, right? It's your first day too. What's your name?
Ian.
Ian. Nice to meet you. I'm JC. I didn't see you walking. With you? Cool. So we have our 10 flows. I know y'all have been drilling these for the past several weeks. We're gonna go over this flow and then I'm gonna cut class. I'm gonna cut it at like 6:15. And we've got the rest of the an hour to I'm here, Chad's here, we're all here to drill whatever flows you feel like you still need some work on, or you just want to grab your training partner and start flowing through the whole sequence. Because next week is when we're gonna test on it for the $200. So I encourage you. The gyms also can be open to those of you who want extra mat time to train with your partner. Just text me. All right. All right. So knee cut pass. We're gonna go ahead and start with our knee shielded opponent. We'll go ahead and run the same flow, but this one's gonna fail, right? So he's got his knee shield in. I'm coming in, I'm cupping the knee, and as I circle back up, I'm looking to take inside position with my elbow, and then change levels with my head, so I can reinforce this and prevent the high leg. This is the same way that we did the other knee cut variation. We're not changing anything here, keeping it simple here. Next, now that I have all this inside space, I can actually start to knee cut. I start taking my knee through as I also look for this underhook, okay? But in this variation, he gets the underhook, okay? And remember, if I don't get the underhook, very slim chance I actually successfully complete a knee cut pass, especially if he gets a really deep one like this and starts getting up on his shoulder like this. Very difficult for me to successfully knee cut pass. However, we can go to the arm and guillotine, which is what this flow is. So as soon as he gets this this underhook, I've got to be able to read this. I want to immediately shift my head towards the mat over there to start taking my body weight to his chest and get his shoulder closer to the mat. And then I'm going to reach around the corner. I'm looking to grab my chin strap. And now, as he continues building height, I'm going to commit this shoulder to the mat and lock my and lock up my head and arm choke. Okay, lock up my front headlock. So as he builds height, I'm going to commit the shoulder to the mat, and I'm looking for that arm and guillotine right there. So I've got I'm going to back heel, bring my knees to my chest, and get my chin on his neck here, and then I'm taking my elbow to pocket. All right. But that's to get the finish. To actually finish the flow, he's going to do the escape. Okay. So here, we're just going to skip through. Like, we already got the inside position. We go to knee cut pass. He takes this underhook. I want to shift my head. I can also post out on the floor. I want to grab my chin strap, and I want to hard commit this shoulder to the mat. And as he builds height, I'm looking to grab that front headlock. He's in real danger here. This late stage arm and guillotine escape, he's going to frame with his knee on my frame with his hand on my knee. He's going to roll over his shoulder. Okay. And then he's going to get inside position with a thumb post and start hand fighting to break my grip. And then he can come up into side controls. Right. That's the whole flow. One more time. So knee shield. All right, so we'll go ahead and cup the knee, start circling up. We're going to take inside position with our elbow. And remember, as soon as we get here, we don't want to hang out here. So you can high leg. I want to be able to, I want to immediately start changing levels with my head. And now I can start my pass, but he gets his underhook. I'm going to shift my head just to buy time. I'm just slowing him down. I'm not going to win this battle. He's going to win this battle. I'm going to commit my shoulder to the mat as I grab my chin strap and grab my front headlock as he builds height. I'm going for my finish. He's going to frame on the knee, roll over his shoulder, get inside position with a thumb post grip, and start separating my grip. And then he can pull himself up into side control. All right. And in reality, you're going to have a lot more of a scramble here. But for the sake of our flows, he's going to pull himself into side control. And then the next flow starts off inside. All right. Any questions on that one? All right. 1, 2, 3. Who already knows this one fairly well?
I know it pretty well.
Yeah, all right. It's her first time.
It's all right.
Or do you know this one too, right? Ian, where was somebody? Hey, Max. Hey, Max. You go to Ian. I want to make sure I'm getting our new people have together. Let's say I go.
This is bad. This is something that you're set up. This is very, very good.
Right after an option, right? And always kind of grabbing the bike. And then so, but like, add that on the button, like, get it on there, and that's like, spot is right over the leg. That way, your whole body is over here, things turn into the next thing, make sure, and now you can get back. And I'm always,
Chest, part of this heel was active to where I do like feel stepping back at every now issues.
you go out,
Like all the same, I'm becoming a body, so I'm always taking this like it's taking my pocket.
Yeah. Hey, it was fun.
Yes, I can move. Now.
Yeah, there you go. These slows,
Because you weren't like playing rolls, right? Yeah, more right here. So that's bad. And then it's back right here. Chin strap. And then up. You're also bigger, much bigger, so yeah. I'm gonna try to get up higher on your shoulder or back, like whenever I flip, I'm gonna flip I'm gonna try to get up. So here, so here's a question.
We need to work that. You're like, you're 5 minutes off doing that.
It should.
Oh, am I? Is it this way?
Don't like go into me and also try to get us the same way. Like, he does the big one. Think about it. Yeah, it's not.
There's a little,
Yeah, cause like right here, I can't get through the good. It's already gonna cut
then
Get somebody.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
Yeah.
This is. Or it doesn't. But if it's blue, like, that's not like. Crank on it.
See the arm in the dark, yeah.
And I'll show you.
If I go here.
It's just.
I was doing something.
What's wrong with the Jiu?
Yes. And you find one good like and you got like it's gonna take this. Right there.
Just seeing how that goes. I'm not feeling the choke. You're right.
Yeah, keep this. And I'll be-
First aid and that.
Yeah, just a little bit. Felt it.
Like this. You know what I mean? So if you.
I missed that.
So I can't move. But if you do that.
I missed it.
I can start feeling.
Yeah.
So I'm starting on. You always want to direct have whatever you're full of. Because if you like housing through it, you have to take your hand back. I'm going to, but it's not gonna hold that. There's a lot more to.
I'm getting my chin on your chest. I'm back here. I'm bringing my knees to my chest. Now, I'll take my fingers, my fuck.
Almost like a.
Yeah. I think college is. But actually. Yeah.
I think that's what I was really calling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It did not hurt him out. He actually tried. He actually tried.
So it's like a combination of blood and heart.
I'm not sure. But it won't just.
All right, let's circle back up.
I went now. On my own with regular. Hey, let's check it out. Okay. So you may.
Yeah, it's just a lot.
Yeah, first thing.
All right, we'll go over a few details here. And this will also all be in school too, if you want to watch it later. All right, so let's go ahead and skip to the part where I am here trying to do a knee cut pass. Normally, we're looking for this underhook, right? So that we can actually get our knee cut pass, but he beats us to it. The whole game here now is just making sure, if I do nothing right now, go ahead and keep building height. Here you go. Then he comes up and at best into a dogfight position, but he's actually behind me. He's pretty well positioned to take my back right now, okay? And at this point, if he gets this deep of an underhook and I do nothing, if I keep just trying to flatten him out, like if I keep really trying for the pass, I'm actually giving him my back as he builds height. He's just going to come out the back, right? So he's going to win this. You got to recognize when you're getting beat when he has a deep underhook. Now it's a game of slowing him down. So now just by shifting my head from center out here towards his shoulder and to start getting my chest heavy on this far shoulder here, I can slow him down. Okay, I'm not going to be able to even stop him now if he really wants to get up. No, he's still going to get up, right? Maybe into my guard or into my own, another variation of the guillotine, right? But he's going to get up.
Only because I'm strong.
He's strong.
The leopard.
That's that kitty power I've been telling you all about. Right? Just don't forget, I'm Senor Kitty. All right, it's on my Polaroid. All right, so right here, the whole name of the game is making sure that I just slow him down. Okay, and if you still in a live situation, if you feel like you're about to get beat up and I'm not able to actually commit, he's already coming up. Go ahead. Then I can just disengage if I need to. Okay, I can if I need to get out of there. What's up, Boris?
Of course.
All right. Shift my head. I'm just trying to slow him down. Next detail here. I can whizzer here if I want to, right? But sometimes I'm going to need this extra base to really extend myself. And if he's already this high, right? If I catch him down here before he's got up to an elbow, then I might be able to whizzer him. But if he's already built up to an elbow, I'm probably just going to use this for extra base because I need to cut more of an angle with my head. Next, chin strap, okay? And then here, I have to actually hard commit my shoulder, the back of my shoulder to the mat. I want to start rolling it over as he's building up, okay? If I don't hard commit to this and he starts building up and I'm just kind of hanging out here, go ahead. I'm probably just going to get passed. Okay. Or Von Flujo tours. All right. So once I have my chin strap, I've got to commit. And as he builds the height, I got to sell this. I need him to keep building the height. Okay. As he builds, that's where I lock. Okay. Finishing mechanics here for all my new people. Right. And we can go over this again. And this is all these classes. Everything we're doing right now is from the past 3 months of instruction, and it's all recorded and in a website called School that I can give you all links to. Just see me after class. But quick version of the finishing mechanics here. I want to be back heeling, like I'm trying to glute bridge off of him with this heel. Okay, I'm digging it into his back. See how my hip elevates when I do that? Next, I want to also bring my knees to my chest while I'm back heeling, and I take my chin up to the back to the top of his back, like right where the neck begins here, right up here on his neck. I become a ball. Okay, my finish here is cradling the baby, taking my choke elbow, and I'm just taking it towards my pocket. Okay, just like this. Okay, that's the finish here. What he wants to do is he's going to frame. He's going to start building up to his feet. He's got to commit. You got to go right here or you're going to get choked. He's going to hard commit to rolling over his shoulder. Go ahead. And see how I still have a threat of a choke here? I still have a front headlock. I could roll up into a mounted guillotine. I could transition to an anaconda. Like a front headlock is still no joke. Okay, so his first priority here is separating my hands. He's got to get a thumb post on the inside of my choke arm. And now he's going to use his hands to start separating that grip. Once he has it, notice he doesn't let go. Okay. If he can keep that, keep it. Because now he can use that like he just did to pull himself up, almost use it like a rope to pull himself, to use me as his anchor and pull himself into side control. Okay, so go back.
What to choke?
Yeah. All right. So we're right here, right? He peels. Right, and now now he pulls it like a rope. See how he pulls it down towards the mat, towards himself? He can pull himself up onto me. Okay. Also, for my new people, I know there's 3 people. It's your first class. It's okay if you feel lost because this guy's lost too. Don't worry. He's been here for 2 years. I'm kidding. He's not kidding. No, but this is review. What we've been doing the past few weeks is all review of all the things we've covered for the past several months. So if it's your first time, don't be discouraged. Also, we're going to circle back up and drill this for another 10 minutes. After that, my new people, if y'all will circle up with me, I'm going to give you a quick, like, just what even is jujitsu? What are we doing here? Like, we're not going to be talking about like guillotines and, knee cut passes. Not like, we'll just talk some fundamentals for a few minutes. Okay, cool. Any questions on this? All right. Let's get a few more reps of this, and then y'all can keep drilling or open mat, whatever you want to do. And I'm gonna work a few extra minutes with the new people. All right, 1, 2, 3.
You want to go to the right mat? Oh yeah, we got it.
So I can,
So like you're gonna do one. That's gonna be
Guys, right here.
Yeah, legs, I just want to get up and do all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
It's gonna be harder if he gets flat, but if I can drive up. I'm just gonna first comfort my bicep, and then I walk.
Thing about front headlocks.
That's not fucking, but you know, you have to. You're Londa.
yeah.
And then if he starts doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. What we do like this turn.
Oh, nice, nice.
Okay. Or flat for that. However he reacted.
I got my hand too. Right?
Yeah.
It's almost like head and an arm. I always got. That's trying to find a head and arm. Yeah. So I can always, as long as I can be on my keep it as so as long as I got the hit.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I was holding through.
let's say we have our
Let me try to. Yeah.
And you're paying very
Switch. That's an older board.
I can still talk. I can talk fan threes. Roll over. Yeah, we do it.
Go. Yeah, no, nice and quick. There you go. Yeah.
I guess it's all.
You're right.
The thing is,
Okay, once you get where do you find it?
Yeah.
You need to be on the other side.
Yeah.
Next side, this side?
No, you need to be over that way.
Oh, that one.
I told
You need
you.
to be on that.
Now grab.
Yeah, it's a turn.
Twist that way. Twist that way. Whichever way, whichever side the arm's on, that's the other way. Yeah, twist the opposite.
So, the only way I would. I guess play on the else. He floats perfectly.
Said I messed up his C18.
Alright, go ahead. Yeah, there you go. I wanna see Venom. I'm trying to.
Step out of the camera angle.
I am next, so I can read, I can see.
Yeah.
There's still a little bit there. No, for sure.
I'm good, dude.
Yeah. Let me clarify this. Fighting each other. So, yeah. We were not doing any other nefarious things.
Yeah. I eat fresh. Very good.
For example, this is cheap.
Opportunity. How about that? Hey, you're going to play the fucking ball.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see how deep you're on.
Oh, yeah.
And now.
Swing my whole body. Yeah. Okay. I thought it was.
I don't have like.
Right.
I mean, I was looking for something else, but I don't have like.
Right.
So you can literally get the part.
Cool. Yeah, I know. The story of me and the good. Yeah, it's like.
So freaking big, dude. I got all black from there.
Now it's about to go. Oh. You gotta get the leg.
Hey, any questions? All right, it's open, man. I'm here. Force here, Zach's here, Chad's here, D's here. And so plenty of people are here. If you got questions about the flows, all right? Josh, Ian, like ask away because they're here to help. We're all here to help. Thanks for watching, class. I'm gonna transition to open mat. Feel free to keep watching. There won't be any more instruction for the next hour. Just rolling and poorly executing some flows. If you like what you see and you're in the area, feel free to come by anytime. First class is free, and it is pay what you want for military, law enforcement, first responders, and healthcare professionals who work at a hospital. And if you have any questions, just hit us up on Instagram, GrappleBJJ, or YouTube. That's gjj.link/YouTube. gjj.link/YouTube.
Something. Something about so. And a lot of people. Hey, I was just telling him like, this lawyer thing we started right now, and I told him that we take this. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's nice. It's a little bit.
And they have these days someone basically.
Yeah, I live over here. Right off.
Is it illegal? Oh, okay.
Yep. Walk up with the other parts of the world. Yeah, so. I was wondering. I was wondering.
I was doing this got the triangle.
Literally.
I like from those kind of. Yeah, both hands here, right? I think you make it over.
Yeah.
But you gotta be something.
You got it, yeah.
It's sneaky, very sneaky.
Yeah, that's that.
Right there, my nose.
Yeah.
Good, are you serious? Dude, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
I'm gonna go into your leg. So look. You have a perfect like this. Pull one. Right?
Are you read up group?
I get this.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
That one's.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry not to get that. So start reading. Last time you got, I got it. I knew something. That's all I'm saying. It almost got me that one. I said, like, yeah, but it's straight over. Oh, no.
Those are low.
That's not. That's great. It's pulling you over. Why is that happening?
Let's see some pictures.
That's so exciting.
All right. Yeah, y'all have 1 second. I'll let you get further around.
You make it hard, man.
We'll go. That's five.
Once you get it, you know, it's like.
No GG's right here at that side. But yeah, you did good. I was like, I should have hit to you. So good.
This is fun. It's fun. Yeah.
I feel like there's some tension between them. I said you right now. You're ready.
Good job. You're trying.
Start over here.
You off the sand.
That's how it is.
I'm just saying, what the.
What's happening?
Like I see you. Yeah. Yeah. Proud of myself. Got my stuff on the bag. Yeah, well, both. He does. Trying to throw in a couple hundred. Yeah. Oh, you went wrong last night.
I gotta take a breathing. Maybe run for like 10 minutes. Okay. What's that? I said, I'll take a breathing. We can have more for 10 minutes. Oh, okay. It's a little ways. Here you guys go.
I'll go watch the game.
All right.
Well, no, I think. Actually. That's still my fault. Very good. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Man. Who the close one there?
Okay, round down, round.
Everything yelling about a second guy? What? Yelling about a second guy? I don't know what that's at.
Or if that's just a loud.
I think they're all foot.
Tight, you know?
How about before that?
Yeah, I think that.
Ian should have gone for the year. Like, no, but Ian, you're gonna get bumped right now. It takes a little, but I was like, okay, give me this one. It's a harder triangle to get, but usually takes a little more. I thought I was gonna be able to go through, but I started. Blood goes out like that.
Do the, where you can stand. Give me a card. You gotta pull it back. Well. You want to my ears are. Look like a professional. Hang on.
Guys are killing me here.
Yeah.
I remember when Chad all of a sudden just took off like.
And
Chad was like a beast, bro. I've only been training with JC for like 5 years.
I'm not thinking.
Yeah. With JC, like trying to all together, 12 years is what he's done. But I wasted a lot of time learning bad. I wouldn't say bad, old school traditional. Is that what you go to competitions and just get annihilated? I knew you did, so I just didn't know like competition. Like, because before you left, I remember you were like dominating everybody. You're like, so I was. I forgot in 6 months. I forgot about one. Yeah, I figured it was the whole time that you were off. You didn't. Bro, I never trained. I was like,
So big.
it was great. You were like dumb. You did crazy good. When I came back, you felt like I lost half of me. Yeah. Now I'm having. I was wondering, yeah, if we're probably about with that, if not, one of the top. Yeah. And 6 months. Yeah. I should have been studying through that period. Yeah. But I kind of just like did it. I was like.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Online was just didn't train yet.
It only hurts if I play on it. Start to pressure on it.
Watch everything.
It's not actually from day to go the way.
I feel like my jiu-jitsu is scary. I got like kind of like.
Yeah. Yeah, I was out there the whole week.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely got it. Sometimes I like too many notes. I should do. Yeah. Are you breaking this round? Are you breaking this round?
Yeah, I'm taking a break.
Okay.
I'm really not a good guy.
Yeah,
The same as I was.
yeah,
When it's sweating.
yeah.
And I'm on that corner side, it was like so sweaty.
Yeah, that's a good diet.
I don't know why, because I'm not even like a hundred walk, and that's just I feel like
Yeah, that's why I'm sweating. Yeah. Yeah, right. You're in, yeah, we got their carbs, you're just, right? Ketones, yeah. I need to get back to a certain diet. Yeah, dude, I need to eat better because I can definitely tell this is in your life. So it's
It's so hard, man. You know, the worst thing about American Western life is like the speed oil.
yeah,
The vegetable oil, the canola oil, all the other bad. And right now, I'm living in my apartment. I can't cook all this.
right.
I had to eat this restaurant food.
Yeah, right. Dude, yeah, it's,
I need a kitchen, like, I need my own place.
yeah, right.
I have to move out of my place at the moment.
Oh, really? Yeah, I need to get back. 'Cause I remember back to like last year, bro. I was on a break. I was like standing. I was just like, I meal prep every week.
I would, I felt good, like 10% off. I would do instrument for
Yeah.
blended with hydrogen.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember when I was doing 10 to 50 grand, like less than 50 grand.
Yeah.
That's how much I was.
So much
Dude,
better.
it's amazing.
Your mind, your mind fire was still here.
Man, you have more energy.
Right.
Like, I need to get back to that.
When I was on the corner, I would broke, and I'd be like, okay, I gotta go again. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
in the game.
I remember when you were coming in. Yeah, I remember.
And the game is like 5 goals back to back. So you get more and more.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm getting caught up 1 or 2 goals. And
Yeah, I remember when it was bad for me. At one point, it got so bad, I got tired out, and like after this,
right.
it was bad. And then there was this period re-rolling back to back, but after that third roll, I was like, so I don't know how
You're
to
doing,
say.
I'm a corner guy, I don't even get tired. Like my heart rate doesn't even go up.
That's crazy. That's wild.
It stays slow, like the stage, I'm in the flow, like.
Yeah. That's the close thing.
All they got about.
Yeah, we can roll. I don't think we roll. Yeah, that's fine. I'm also Chad. Yeah, here's Chad. Yeah, you can shoot. That's cool. Oh, okay, yeah.
They certainly won't for that break. Bamboo. So let's start that. Yeah, Alex, you know.
Hi, y'all, good night.
Eyes net.
Later.
Oh, yeah. We were going to have another one of those.
I'll send you text off now. I was trying to be here, but I'm good.
Just want to put yourself before the next thing out. That's a little bit going. You don't want to pay. I got like 30 pounds to yeah, just like. Yeah.
Computer triangle. Yeah.
Oh, did You mess this up. The whole nother cage.
So. Oh, yeah. I didn't want me to turn the wrong way. My knee will snap. How much? Yeah, it's all.
Ian shoes.
No, I just out of shape. What happens if we do a diet? Keep on, right? You're not going to keep it. All right.
Thanks, Chad.
Take that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Heavy squats 2 days ago, when I had to clear all the tornado damage yesterday. And my tornado damage. Let's pretty proud of ourselves.
Pre-diabetes. Like my heart feels like it's probably in my chest. Not really. I'm not dying. That's why. Whatever.
get better at
The whole crowd. I see it all the time. I'm like, you can't do this. Oh, man. I mean, I'm good for you. Stuff like that, like, I can do nothing.
I don't ever go for, I usually don't ever go for legs most of the time, so I'm usually not thinking about.
No, you're good.
I go for legs. Yeah, I need to get better. I catch me, man. Cause I got caught in them. Yeah,
You don't want to.
I just,
Yeah.
I just, and I know I would, right, I know I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no, I do.
I'm struggling to breathe very, that's not me.
Okay. But that,
I'm sore.
and you're 36. It just. Yeah. There's break. Yeah. At all.
Yeah, I got to, my back, or else it's gonna happen all the time.
Only because of the.
Try to understand.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. Had to be like. But they were going unless I'm doing like. Yeah. So you're good to learn.
Yeah. Cause I'm calling tonight.
Oh.
This. So it's not pretty great.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What do you think?
You okay? You rolled into it. Yeah.
I'm not. Oh, that.
Whatever.
Innovative.
Different stuff.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, I mean, what's your favorite guy, right? But even more than that, you can find it.
You want this back, don't you?
I know what you give me here.
That's
my wrist.
Some people, I heard differently. Some people would do this one. For cheap point, that's all I'm doing. And then if you enter with. See, you're keeping your weight on my floor. And pull it up, and it's sliding back to your knee.
You got the bag.
Pull it all the way around. You're gonna extend the leg, like if this is too bad, yeah, all the way to this. Yeah. Yeah. And then.
He's on what? Luke's the best way to do it.
You want to
This right here?
Yeah, I think I.
Oh yeah, fellas. Tearing me up from here. That's it. I just, I need to because I struggle with like I already like underlying sort of like blood pressure gotta be stuff like
But some people would.
that sucks little somebody else. I can't bug from the kitchen door back. Yeah.
There's a, there was.
I remember I had that problem. I need it like I'm gonna like struggle with this until March. Get my own once I get my own place, it's back on track. Right now I don't get
That's what I think, yeah, I thought you said.
and every restaurant you go to it's legal. Yeah. Everything here, everything is almost everything's now. Just single, oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oil.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best industrial. Basically engine oil. Yeah.
That's one of those like Mickey Mouse styles, like anything below the forehead is a coat.
Yeah.
That's what that is. Your stand is tucked. I can't get in there. But
You can still fuck up. Like,
yeah, it hurts a
going
lot.
back and forth.
I mean, eventually I think it becomes okay too, but the pain in it is pretty awful.
Oh, yeah.
Things like it's been here.
Then you're, and when you raise up, you got. And you. When you get something. Yeah. When they're on it. Whatever it needs to change. Yeah. Yeah. Make it fun. Okay, well, if we can get the weight.
That's the hard side of martial art. Sometimes I just make myself cry.
I'm not what's happening. Oh, sorry.
I was giving you a pat on the. Oh, thank you so much. Your shoulder.
And it's safe for when we got. Yeah. See, right there. I'm gonna be.
The drill.
You're just trying to drill.
Oh, I wanted this other tech.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, I didn't have it. I'm working on just making my mount heavy. Hopefully you felt a little heavier. Or I felt a little heavier. See you later. I watched my it's a little trip. I don't think about there. My phone was like so. I feel the same way. I feel like when I get out and I try and go through and see.
I want to see.
Every time
They just work. They're on board.
I still feel good. Like I feel like I should feel heavier though. Do that too. Under.
And then
Because I felt like I felt like 160 pounder. Heavy. Yeah. So trying to fix it. I wonder one thing I'll show it to you. So I've been doing out kind of wrong. Where I have my feet kind of missed out here.
Yeah.
And the problem with this is like I'm holding myself up to some degree still. So my feet, my weight to my feet.
Yeah.
I tuck my feet under and I start back healing into your quads, into your hamstrings. I instantly get heavy because I'm glute bridging into your diaphragm. It's like so simple. And but I've never really, no one ever caught it, and I had to watch it on instructional to be like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
I saw something like that where it's how to not get swept in out.
I've been trying to.
Figure out how to. Yeah, I'm not eating right now. I gotta get back on my diet. I'm struggling.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's on the balls.
Probably open mat tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm not sure time.
I'll work so late tomorrow.
I'll text everybody else.
And
I got you.
And you just told you.
JC, are we good on this month, for the,
What's that?
for the payment?
Yeah, we're all good.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you. But I appreciate it.
Yes.
Whatever.
Oh, like most people. Yeah.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're just gonna start a big thing. Let's say, I get so pressure over here. Someone who like, sorry, over their strength on. I'll just fly over here. Yeah, just, yeah, and maybe, listen to what she's saying. A lot of people. And turn my strength, you can just like, yeah. So all you do is, they're like, they just do, and I'm sure there's a way to get to like, whatever someone's handing like that, yeah. I'll have, what's that? You're saying, you know, that's wrestling. See how we yeah.
I was like, kind of wrist lock in together. That's gonna be. I'm going to find out. I'm saying, what? I was like, slap like that. You probably figure out like.
Yeah. Right. That's why it's, so I'll let my. See how you want to do
I knew it would be there. I just want to wrist lock. Wrist lock. I'm being too obvious about it. I can hear you laugh. It's not you go for it.
Like, you're in the shoot. And right, you look at them all. You're not big dude.
I'm getting your knee cleared. So whatever you gotta do to get your knee clear, you're almost out already. Get your knee clear.
Not yet. That's it.